Welcome to our sorghum maze.
Let's go find some kids.
Come on, girls. Here come the sheepies. Here we are. Everyone's looking pretty dang splendid. Beautiful grass.
Very important that we come out here, we throw a sack or two on the ground.
We don't enjoy doing that, but
it keeps them coming to us.
It keeps them coming to us as for when we have to move them, as well as, you know, we try and pour it on a tall, grassier spot, not just bare dirt. We try our hardest not to get them sick or give them parasites that way. So that's why you see us kind of put in that taller grass, and it makes them kind of work for it, not fight over it so bad.
As you can see, they don't need this. The grass is knee high.
It's just a treat to keep them coming to us so we can get eyes on them. And we have been catching kids just by grabbing them. And Gertrude is shedding her mullet. It's a little late, girlfriend, but...
Do you see any big billy kids that need to come out?
There's only like one. I don't know where he is. Oh, right. No, yeah, is that him? No, it's a girl.
So as you can see, they got a really good water source in this pen. It's in the back corner, so if they're in the back part of the pasture, they really gotta walk to get to the water. But that's not a problem at all for these girls. They are in really good shape. They're looking slick and shiny. Look at these coats. That's another reason why mineral is so important. You don't see, even right here by the water, you don't see a lot of them with flies on them. That Nanny right there, she's a little rough looking, but she's 8 or 9 years old, and you can see she's got a kid, and she's raising twins. So that's what we're shooting for, longevity. We want Nannies out here moving with the herd. Yeah, she's a little scraggly looking, but she's still getting the job done.
And the only way to produce goats that are gonna be longevity is to let them live or die. As horrible as it sounds, you want to baby them and stuff, but to make goats that are more hands-off, it is 100%. You have to accept that you will have death, and you know it's going to be sad and you're going to lose some, but at the end of the day, you're going to have goats that are going to live to 12 years old, 14 years old, and maybe they don't always breed every year at that age, but if you can get every other year, you know, and they're producing really good kids or decent kids that can make money or go to market and do things like that, or be the next set of generation that can make it to 14, it's worth losing those old nannies that just can't take it quite as the others. So, you know, if you're trying to get longevity in your herd, you're gonna lose some, and you're gonna understand that even old animals, just like old people, they're gonna die. But, and you know, we're gonna give them everything that they need. We're not putting them on bad pastures. We're giving them mineral. They have clean, fresh water access. But at the end of the day, they have to do their part. We just give them the tools, and they have to do their part and make babies and just enjoy life.
you can get a shot of that bag.
Okay.
We just pulled twins off this Nanny. Look at that bag. That's a perfect bag.
So this is Ruby. This is my bottle baby, and man, she's actually decreasing. Her size was even bigger. She had a really good backfill back here, but she's starting to slowly absorb that milk. But yeah, she's got a beautiful thing. They're tilted forward for kids so they can find them easy. And so she actually, yeah, she's producing. And you know, we could milk her and drink her milk if we really wanted to. But yeah, so she makes plenty of it. And we actually have not had mastitis. That's something when we pull kids and wean them off like this, we'll look at bags, make sure no one gets infections or anything like that. And if, you know, in the wild, normally kids wouldn't be just kicked off their mom, just, you know, cold turkey. So that's something that we watch for. Thankfully, all our nannies usually absorb really well, and no mastitis happens, because that's not something we want to deal with. But if it pops up, we'll handle it. Again, we're just gonna give them the tools that needed. But yeah, so yeah, maybe Ruby will be a milking goat. She really doesn't mind you grabbing on her udder, and she looks like she could make quite a bit. So yeah, and this right here, who is that? That's not Feline. But yeah, I'm just sitting down here looking over, and here's Nibbler. Let's see.
An older Nanny right there. She's
this black one, yeah.
She's 7, 8 years old. This one right here.
This red one.
She's like 6.
So we got a 6, and then maybe a 7-year-old right here, and this is a young girl. So that's gang sign with her ear. Yeah.
But they're all up here hanging out by the water. It's the middle of the day. They're probably gonna ruminate down here by the water for a couple hours, and probably about 3 or 4 o'clock they'll start making another round, and that'll be their final round for the evening before they probably come bed back down here. And every day, I'm pretty sure the dogs probably have ventured this whole pasture, but I'm almost positive these goats haven't seen every area of this pasture. So they're using this as their ground zero home base, and they venture out farther every day. And
the 2 cool days we had, they went to the back. There's a lot of briars in the back, but that's the only time I've seen them back there, and it was nice and cool. Also here, this darker Nanny behind this one, this is my favorite kid we've had from last year. I think she's so pretty. She looks almost black, but she's a blood red. Really like her. She's got great little feminine horn base. She's got a cute little snip on her nose, good little paint. I just really like her, and especially since she's that blood red color, I think it's very pretty.
And then this is Cookie's baby from last year, right here, this paint.
Yep, right here. So yeah, it's fun watching them grow and learn. And right here is a white nose baby.
Yep, one of the twins.
Yeah,
had.
one of the twins.
Threw an amazing set of twins last year,
and then had an identical set this year. To the color.
To the color and the sex.
Yep.
Both females, both look the same.
Granted, everyone just needs to know that, remember, the female decides on how many, while the male decides on sex. Worm already took a dip in the pond.
They love this brush right here.
Yeah, these little shrubberies, I don't know what these are, but man, the goats go to town on them. We'll make a video when we move them out of here. So let's take a look at this right here, and then we'll see it whenever they're done in this pasture. Granted, it'll be a minute. They'll be in here for a while. But all these little shrubs will be eaten down. There'll no longer be any shrubbery. Right here, this is why you love bottle babies, because they will lead the herd with you as a Judas goat. Look, you can tell they've eaten in here some. Yeah. You can tell this is definitely where they've been bedding and hanging out lately.
So the grass is pushed down.
And the lower shrubbery has been eaten. Come on, Ruby, let's go.
If I was a goat in the summertime, I'd be bedding down by the water too. It's hot.
Yeah. Ruby, why are you screaming? Oh, Ruby
my children.
Ruby was gonna turn around and whack that one. Oh, they're all running over here now.
So this is the giant creek bed that runs through, I guess, the back quarter of this pasture. It's a lot cooler in here. This is probably where they like to hang out and eat. But this gets full of water every time we get more than probably about 1.5 inches of rain. This gets pretty flooded. But I don't know, it's probably been a week and a half since we've had any moisture, so it's already dried out. But it's pretty neat.
You see all the little feet.
Real sandy area.
When a breeze blows through, it catches a lot of that cool air.
But this is one of the reasons we like to just walk through the pasture. We like to take a look at what all browse and brush and forage is available and kind of see what they go for first, and you know, kind of on from that point, see what they like first and see what they don't like, and then ultimately they eat it all. But it's just one of those things that we like to do as learners, is come out here and just...
And we get to see cool stuff. Like last night we saw a set of baby skunks. We've seen I saw a coyote pup. That was in the car. But being out and about, we've seen all kinds of crazy fun stuff. And then you can always find crazy things that happen. You know, even I've seen on different social media people's, like a kid fell down off an embankment like this and got caught in the roots. And if like you weren't walking in the right place at the right time, that kid or goat kid? It was a sheep. It was a lamb.
Okay. I thought you meant like human kid.
No. I wouldn't share that. I hope you keep an eye on your children. But you know, if they get caught in weird things, and if you can find them in time, then you don't lose one of them. So, but because sheep and goats are kind of dumb at times.
But they're also very smart.
So it's
common misconception. Goats are not dumb.
They just have bad ideas sometimes. But look at these hills around. You go up and down. You
can see they use these little crossing areas. These were probably made by wild pigs and deer and stuff.
Yeah, so they'll get up here and stand on their back legs and eat this like poison ivy looking stuff. I don't know what that was. That's definitely poison ivy. But...
And they'll eat that stuff.
Oh yeah, they'll clear it out. So they're just getting in here. It's a long creek bed. They've got a lot of creek bed in this pasture.
This is why last year we didn't give them this creek bed, because we didn't
know how to get around it.
Or we didn't want to mess with getting through it. This year we just said the heck with it. We need the pasture. We want to give them a good area to browse and stay out of the Texas heat that's already here. Feels like just yesterday we were spring, beautiful 70-degree days, and
look at us now.
And now we're sweating in the shade.
Ooh,
but it's cool seeing these trees. Look at these trees. They're just...
Oh, hi there. Nice to see ya. Welcome to our sorghum maze.
Let's go find some kids. All right, well, I'm walking through this. I'm not a very tall man. I'm about 5'6" on a good day. Down here, it's a little shorter. But as we get closer to here, I mean, some of this stuff is 6 foot tall. I mean, it's taller than me right now, and we're, you know, walking through the middle of it. Right now, it's got me covered. That we weaned. Like I said, there's probably about 100 kids in here or so, and there's still quite a few more out in the field that we need to catch with the big herd. But they kind of started getting our gist of what we were doing, so it's kind of harder to catch them now. Tyler was spot weaning them, so she was grabbing 10, 15, 20 at a time and bringing them back over here, because we do not have a catch pen set up over where they're at right now. So she was having to throw some feed on the ground and catch them that way.
Grab them by hand.
And grab them by hand. Beth just weaned a beautiful set of puppies that all found homes pretty quickly. Full-blood registered Caracachins. So she's recovering from that.
Yes, and everyone's blowing their coats. So that's why everyone has a little bit of rough look to them. If you can see when you pull, they're all getting their summertime coat. That's that really soft stuff from winter. And so everyone's blowing, looking a little rough.
What's that over there?
And as Q-Tip, we finally named her.
Why is she named Q-Tip?
Because she looks like a dirty Q-Tip.
She's in here enjoying the Sudan as well as Bobo.
Yes, they're best friends.
When they're out there in the tall stuff, you can't even see them.
You might be able to see a set of ears. That's about it.
Let's go see if we can find these kids.
I scared her. Sorry, Q-Tip. don't know if I got that on video. But when they're in this tall stuff, they can't really tell where they are. So yeah, this is about probably 7 foot tall in this area at the top. Those would be lost children. Here is a good show. This is their path around that they've made. And then they've eaten some of the outside, but they'll go in there. It's really cool in there. So I would probably hang out in there as well. Shaded, cool, something to eat in every direction you look. That's what they sound like when they're lost. No one is dying. Bobo!
Would you like to do a taste test?
Bobo said he would.
See if he will. Bobo! Bobo!
Bobo's leaving, Q-Tip's leaving, and you scared Beth.
There's a nice buckskin, Billy.
Here, go ahead and try it. Could you live off of it?
No. Tastes like lettuce. Would you like to have a taste?
No, I don't want to taste. I'm good. Bobo says it's pretty tasty. She's really, it's a little girl.
I was pretty tall too. If I was 35 pounds and 2 feet tall.
I know. Look at her being ornery. Say, come here. Come here. She's being ornery. Hi, sweetie. You want some scritches? You want some scritches? She loves scritches. Oh, that feels so good. You could see her first shed happening. That's why it's dark around her eyes and muzzle. And here she's gonna run around for us. Run! Okay, we're gonna close this before you kill yourself on this. Oh wait, Shuli needs out. She almost fell. Shuli still has it. Bad child. Okay, everyone's running away. She just kicked his Shuli. Lady! Shuli, everyone's feeling themselves. It is very windy.